Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Finance Tuesdays. And the question I want to pose today is, does saving money help you build wealth? You probably heard the saying that savings are for losers, that you should just invest right away. But what if I told you there is a better way, especially if you've got debt, let's say you got credit card debt, got some student loans to take care of, and you don't want to invest right away because you want to take care of your debt first. And that's definitely understandable. I'm in the same boat. I'm working on building a YouTube page. I sell Medicare insurance. I do Uber on the side just to make sure that I'm bringing in income and I'm also saving money on a month-to-month basis. Now, I want to share my screen and show you how we can do this properly. And let's go to the triangle of wealth. Now, as you can see here, you got to earn income. Now, you got to make sure you bring value. If your value isn't bringing enough income in, then you need to look at your skill set and either upgrade it or change it because maybe the skills you have isn't bringing enough value. So the first thing you got to focus on is how much value am I bringing to the table? Because if my value is higher, my income is going to go up. The next thing you want to do is you want to save your money. Now, it's very important to understand where you should be saving your money. If you're just keeping it in a bank, that's very risky because every deposit you make into the bank is going to reinvest those deposits and put your money at risk. They're going to invest in things like real estate, stocks, and other forms of ways to increase their income. And then after you're done saving money, you're going to invest. But let's focus on saving for a moment. Because what if you have bad debt? Like I said, credit card debt, student loans, and so forth. Well, the thing is, if you have that debt and you're investing, what if an emergency happens? What if there's a medical thing that happens out of nowhere? What if you have to take care of your car? What if you have to take care of things around your house if you have a mortgage? These are different factors you want to consider. And if you're tied up in an investment, you might have to back out, right? The only two ways you can get into an investment deal is one, you have capital by saving, or two, you borrow the money, right? And I would suggest if you have debt, not to borrow money. I would focus on saving, right? Earning more income, saving your money at first. Because if you take care of your savings and if there's an emergency happens, you're not going to get too far behind. Now, another important thing is where should you keep your money? Now, where I keep my money is in life insurance. As you can see here, these are all the banks that are ranked by their assets for life insurance. As you can see, Bank of America, and this is according to December 31st of 2022. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, PNC Bank, Truist Bank, US Bank, Citibank. These are some of the top banks in the US. And they put a lot of their money into life insurance. Now, why would I put my money into whole life insurance? What are the benefits? Well, one, I can borrow from my cash value. It's going to grow at 3 to 5% on an annual basis. I'm only going to pay between 3 to 5% of interest, maybe less, depending on how much I pay back within a year, because the interest payment is due on an annual basis, assuming you don't pay yourself back. And that's the key, because when you borrow your money is still there. It doesn't just disappear like you borrow, how you take it from the bank. It's gone and that's it, right? And as that money grows, I can use that money to invest, to pay off debt. Now, right now, I'm just paying off my debt. And what I'm doing is I'm paying off my debt. The old payment I was making, I'm redistributing that money back into my whole life insurance policy. And by the time I'm done with all of my debt, I have all this capital to go out and invest. I have enough money for emergencies just in case something happens, right? I have 6 months of reserves taken care of, and my money's still growing on a year-to-year basis. The beauty of life insurance is I have flexibility. I can do what I want with the money. Obviously, you want to be responsible, but saving does help because if you have no debt and you have all this capital, you're in position to invest your money. If you're going right into investing after you earn your income and you don't protect yourself, you're going to put yourself more at risk, right? And hey, you do what you want, but I would recommend if you have a lot of debt, like student loans, credit card debt, take care of those things first. Save your money. And the goal should be save at least 40% of your income on a month-to-month basis. That should be the goal. And I would just make sure you continue to focus on growing on a day-to-day basis. Don't get caught up in, well, I'm not here yet. I'm not in this position. Take your time. I look at it this way. I'm paying Sallie Mae right now, right? And that's a big expense. So my focus is as long as I'm making the payments on a month-to-month basis, my wife's in nursing school, should be done next year, right? As long as I keep selling Medicare, as long as I keep taking care of these things and putting my money in my life insurance policy and pay myself back, those are wins for me on a month-to-month basis. I know at the end of the year, AEP is coming around the corner. So what's my focus? Work as many hours as possible during that time, 65 to 70 hours a week. That might be crazy, but I get more pay. What can I do with that money? Pay myself back into my life insurance policy and put ourselves in a position where we can go after the next set of debts. All I have left with me and my wife is her car payment, or our car loan, I should say, and our student loans. And the beauty is, once I pay myself back, I can go out and start investing. That's the beautiful part. So does saving help build wealth? Well, that's for you to decide. For me, I believe in this process. It's working. The wealthy use life insurance. If you go look at Disney, if you go look at all these big corporations out there, JCPenney is another example. They put it there to protect their assets in case something happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, leave a question in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.